Welcome back to the track. We are here talking rollers with Dan the Roller Man. Dan, introduce yourself.
So my name is Dan Sant Anslemo. I'm an application specialist with the Hamm product line. Get out to job sites like this with our customers, make sure we're getting our compaction that we need and help them out with any issues they might see.
Right, so Dan, the number one question I get about these rollers, the number one bar none, is how you say the name.
The name is Hamm. Ham is what you eat. All right.
So let's talk about the roller. What are we looking at?
So this is the Hamm HP 280i-30, which means it's fully stacked with ballast up to 30 ton. This particular machine can, if you take it out, all the ballasting can be about 25 ton. So we stack ballasting in there depending on the job that's needed. A couple things that we do, and I'll come over to the front end here. The first one would be, if you see our competitions, they have a 9-wheel roller. The reason that they do that is that their steering point is in the center of the machine. When the machine steers, all the tires swing at once. And they had 8 tires, they'd be unstable. The 9th tire up front for that stability. What we do differently is we steer off of 2 points, here and here. So each 2 set of tires work together to keep the tires underneath the machine for better stability. They work off like a pendulum, but the tires can actually, when one goes down, the other one comes up for more stability as well. Okay. So we can get up right next to catch basins, running across manhole covers, and we are going to bridge across that to get better compaction right along those edges there.
Okay, probably a little safety factor in that too, I would
Huge
think.
Safety factor in that as well. Another feature that we can put on this particular one does not have it, is an air on the fly system. You'll see here this little yellow cap. We have a compressor already on board on the engine. We plumb in air lines that come out to each one of the tires, so we can select on the display exactly what PSI we want to have in the tires. They'll maintain that and adjust it accordingly. Another feature that we have, we talked about the ballasting, but the ballasting is easily removable. All we have to do is take off these side plates here, and all the ballasting is sitting in one spot. So we can get in with a forklift and pick out whatever ballasting we need to remove or put back in place.
Which is nice, because back in the olden days, changing ballast was a pain.
Yeah, the ballast used to be stacked all over the place on the older models, and it was not very easy to get in there and get them in and out. So it's much more easy to do now. Probably take from start to finish 2 hours, maybe.
Maybe, okay.
Yeah, for an inexperienced technician.
Hammtronic.
So Hammtronic, it's not just a cool sticker we put on the side of the machine. There's a lot of things that go into it. There's the software from the machine talking to the engine. So you have power on demand, which now we don't have to run the machine in wide open, so we have a huge fuel savings cost on that end of it. It's also figuring in the water sprinkling, so we don't run off of a timer, we run off of a rotation of either, if it's a double drum or the tires on rotation of the tires, so we aren't wasting water. We want to keep as much water in the tank. The drive system, having a smooth ramp in and ramp down, not making those abrupt stops, that's all factored into it. So there's a lot more that goes into the Hammtronics, but that's just a brief overview.
Why don't you explain the difference between a steel drum and a rubber drum on a project like this?
Okay, so with the rubber tire roller, it has a very high weight on a small footprint, as opposed to a steel drum where you have all the weight displaced across the width of the drum. Now we have it only across the width of the tires. So it's a very high weight pushing down, and the tires are offset from each other front to back. With this, it has a kneading motion of the material, which drives the larger stones down and brings the fines up to the surface to help seal the material.
So when we talk about compaction, we're talking about the voids in the space.
Yes.
So if we're 90% compaction, we have 10%
air
voids. Yeah. This finishes that product, or does it start that product, or how does that?
Typically this machine here is going to be in what we call an intermediate position, which is a secondary roller. You can put it in a breakdown position in certain applications, but for this one we were doing it as a secondary position. We get our first compaction with the steel drum roller. This machine here is going to help out with that compaction and also smooth out that surface and bring out all those fines and seal the surface.
So good on fuel, good on water, easy to operate, safe up front. Well, Dan the Roller Man, you've lived up to your name. Well, a lot of really good information, so thank you very much.
I appreciate it. Thanks for your time, Dennis.
Yep. Hey, I'm Dennis Howard. I hope you enjoyed that video. Please like and subscribe and follow us on social media. See you soon.
Most of the guys say Hamm, some guys say Ham.
Yeah. Yeah,
but it is Hamm.
Hamm's the right way to say it.
Hamm's the right way to say it.
That's what I've been saying for the last 15 years, so I'm kind of glad to get confirmed.